So since we've been talking about media and journalism and inappropriate things, let's talk about Wendy Williams.
Oh my goodness. Another hot topic.
Another hot topic, right.
Wow. So Wendy Williams, oh, it has been a struggle. I feel like there's been so much. I mean, she's been missing off of the show for so long. They had Nick Cannon and other people filling in. Yeah, to, kind of fill in her shoes while she was out. And I feel like at that time, we were told the lie that she was going through some health issues.
Well, technically she was. I mean, her sobriety that's health.
Yeah, but we didn't have the layers that we had.
Right. Now. I think what it was they didn't want to tell us the tea too much. They meaning her team, her show, the people that's over at, Wendy Williams, INC or whatever the hell it's called. However, I think it's a good thing that she did what she did to get her sobriety together.
It is good. Yeah.
People give Wendy a bad rep. Yeah, she's a trash talker. Yeah, she bashes a lot of people, but that's Wendy. She's been doing it. It's nothing new. And
I feel like we knew something was up.
Yeah.
We knew something wasn't right.
I like Wendy. I'm a Wendy fan. I do feel that some of the things that she says may be a little bit risky, and she pushes the envelope a lot. But again, I'm a Wendy fan, and I can. That's her. It's no different from somebody else talking shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, she came back out, and she basically said and admitted that she was in this sobriety house. Right, and she's by herself. She's away from her husband and son.
The show, and she's really trying to
get herself together. And in the midst of all of this happening, the news hits of this, is it a love child? A baby that has come from her husband. Now, Wendy, I will say this. She has been ride or die for that man.
She has.
Although she can talk about everybody else's relationship, she's not going to let you talk about hers.
Of course not.
And she's going to control that.
Of course. That's what you do.
But.
That's what you do.
But, once the photo leaked of the mistress, I mean, we had been hearing stories. The photo leaked of them at the beach, throwing up the duck lips and peace sign right there next to her husband.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I mean, it's a photo of the girl.
Yes. And so these things were being released. And, honestly, I'm going to say, although I'm not a Wendy fan like you, I feel like I'm very proud of her taking the steps to actually file for divorce from this man. I mean, Charlamagne has spoken about her husband, said he's a monster and everything else. But
I mean, we all know that. I mean, Kevin has been in some shit for years. It's nothing new. And I feel that now it's everything that Wendy has done thus far leading up to now has been very strategic to handle it the way that she has handled it. And that may include not talking about it in the media or acting like everything on the home front is fine. You always have to maintain your game face. You never let your left hand know what the right hand is doing. So when that, when you hit that ass, you hit it. And
well, she's one of the best. She's one of the best to talk trash, and she's one of the best to do it.
She is.
So it's interesting to find her life unraveling. I mean, because we've never really seen somebody at her caliber, get to this point. But I am happy to announce that she did touch on it. I think on today's show,
this morning,
she.
Good for her.
She spoke about it, and I feel like that probably was really freeing for her.
She needed that.
Being honest about
and I bet that helps with her sobriety too.
It has to.
It has to.
Because she probably was going to the drugs to numb the pain from, the pressure of, being in the public eye, talking trash about other people and having some skeletons in her own closet, and just, dealing with a man that you've been married to, who you have a child with, who is publicly embarrassing you on a consistent basis.
Right.
I mean, that'll drive anybody to drink.
It will. I commend her. I mean, I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she's able to begin to regain some sensibility to her life. You know what I'm saying? And put together the pieces that were missing. Maybe now she can begin to be happy, but find her own happy.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot.
And I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. You know, where this story is going to go. How she's going to find her happy as a single woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm really happy for Wendy. And we'll just keep an eye out. We'll keep reporting on what we hear.
I know. I'm here for you, Wendy. Yay, Wendy.
Yeah.
How you doing?
How you doing?